Boom, 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 boom. What is up, friends? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. What is today? Wednesday. It's a quarter to 11. It is March 26th. What a lovely day. I don't know about you, but the weather here in Macon, Georgia is great. This is my anti-kidney stone juice, aka water. Today's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be drawing. And some people wanted a better mic. Does this microphone sound good? Does this microphone sound better than before? Because somebody had said, hey, your mic sucks. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I should probably bring up the old Yeti. See this bad boy right here? Yeah. All right. More expensive. Good. It sounds good to you. Thank you, Mike McMahon. Somebody had requested a little bit of Nike that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play you the track that I originally made. And I had made this track on an iPad in an airport in Toronto back in 2017. This is it. And this is what eventually became the track Nike that. But this was the original sketch idea. So you can kind of hear how things evolve. When you hear some of these beats, you'll go, oh, okay, I see what's happening. I see what you're doing. Bringing that down. Some people said, let's go. So let's go. And when this rotates out, we're going to, of course, do a little bit of change up on the music. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. Let's say hello to the folks in the chat. We got a lot of folks here right now. Got almost 40 people. Mike McMahon is cheering for bacon. I too cheer for bacon. Alfredo Ortiz. Ortiz gives us a boom. And then, of course, we got Death Metal Hero in the house. What is up over there on Instagram? Hello, Instagram. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Twitter. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. We're everywhere. We got Onion Field in the house. Dan Genovese is in the house. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you in New Jersey. Leg Kick is here. Angela Curry's here. 3050 is here. Smokey the Con Cat is here. He's enjoying my shirt. I am the greatest of all time. Great. What up, Alexander? We got it fixed for you, homie. I'm glad it's working. Joe Bernardo's in the house. We got, how do you say your name? Haldeer6480, a member. Thank you, man. Woo, he says. Woodrow's in the house. Jose Garcia's in the house. He's listening while recording a time lapse of pages getting done. So here to listen to the Fraga lore. I guess I have to, oh, excellent. Numbers came back good again, so still cancer free. God bless on that, man. Cancer's a MF, that's for sure. Took my mama. There we go. Let's see. Dan, load your brush pack. I love them. They'll be my go-to brushes for the foreseeable future. Thanks for mentioning that, man. Helps me segue into letting people know that if you come over here to YouTube, good morning, Wasabi. Good morning, Glenn Walton over there on Instagram. If you guys over there on Instagram want to come over here to YouTube, Couch Doodles on YouTube, FragaBoom on YouTube. The link in the description will have these brushes for you for free. All you got to do is download the Dropbox link and import them into your Procreate, and you'll be able to use them. We got Apex Comics in the house. Monston is in the house. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Awesome. Alexander, have fun with your kids, buddy. It'll be a good show. Good show. All right, Richie Dupe is in the house. Tree Goblin. Everybody's here. Good to see you. So Frega lore, man. I'm trying to think of some Frega lore, some good stories. I got one. I got a good one. So my favorite comic book artist. Hey, what's up, Billy? My favorite comic book artist of all time when I was a kid. Let's be specific here. When I was a kid was John Byrne. John Byrne nonstop, all day, every day. I love John Byrne, and it was mostly because of the where are we at? Keyboard G2 line. That is signifying Geisha's 2 line. Looks like most of her touchstones are in here, so we can probably just jump right in. Again, we've gated on the line. So anyway, John Byrne fan. First name I ever recognized as someone who drew a comic, and the reason for that was, of course, Marvel's handbook to the Marvel Universe. It was the guide to the Marvel Universe. It was number 5, and it was Gardner to Hulk, something to that effect. Gardner to Hulk. And what I noticed as I was flipping through the comic, which is very much like a what do you call it? A encyclopedia. I guess that's the word we would use. It's very much like an encyclopedia, and in it there would be a single drawing of a character, along with some highlights from other comics. But it was really the way that the character was drawn that really caught my eye. And what I noticed, thank goodness they had a sort of table of contents in the beginning. It told you who did what. And every time I saw one that I liked, it happened to be John Byrne. John Byrne stood out a lot. Mike Zeck stood out a lot. Arthur Adams stood out a lot. Those are the ones. But John Byrne mostly just out of just pure volume. He had the most. So I started following John Byrne's work in 1985. I bought his the Hulk 314 that he had done, which that book, I mean, literally changed the path of my life as far as comics were concerned. His Hulk was near perfect. His Doc Samson was the best Doc Samson I'd ever seen. Anyhow, so fast forward, it's 1992. It's my first San Diego Comic-Con as a pro. I've been to the con a few other times, 1989, 90, 91, etc. What I thought was really cool about it, which I didn't have this experience before, especially when you're a pro, is that you have a badge that kind of lets you get in early and walk around and see stuff. Again, we're going back 33 years. My goodness. And who do I see? I see, what up, Richard Jackson? Hello. What is up is over there on Twitter. So, yeah, look at this. Byrne had the standard of a lot of characters in his tenure at Marvel. Standard's still in place today. Yeah, his Hulk is amazing. Some person says hello to everybody, man. Hello back, some person. I want to say to the mods real quick, just because I didn't make it as clear as I could before. I don't want to time anybody out. Nobody is banned. Nobody needs to be muted or anything like that. We are open and free here. Anyhow, going back. So, John Byrne, right? I see him with my own eyes, and I can't believe it. This guy is like, to me, a legend, right? He had done. I don't know if you guys knew this, but in 1988, he had the cover. He had Man of Steel, and they talked about him in Time magazine, and it was the comics. He made comics feel super legit, and one of those sort of touchstones that I could show my mom and say, look, this guy's in TV Guide. Look, this is, whatever, and kind of legitimize things. So I digress. Fast forward, 1992, San Diego Comic-Con. This is, you can thank Amanda B. More than likely sleeping. She gifted a bunch of memberships, which is really great. Hey, Glenn Walton says, I love your work on Bloodstrike and Black Flag. Thank you, man. This is we're actually working on Black Flag right now. Black Flag, Pineapple Perception, the one of the late books, that I have to own up on its lateness. But the only thing that means is that you're going to get more fun content from me watching the book get drawn, which is kind of a plus. I never, when I was a kid, if I could watch some of my favorites draw, I would. I would watch the heck out of it. The concept of this is would be foreign. I remember I was just telling this story today about how in 2001 I had gotten a webcam, right? Not a big deal today in 2025, right? Not a big deal in 2025. But what I was hoping to do and what I was trying to do, see, that doesn't work. This shoulder pad doesn't work in that direction, even though it's drawn that way. We want to streamline that. Here, I got to finish the John Byrne story. I'm all over the place. And then we'll get into the webcam thing. The webcam thing's easier, I guess. I got a webcam in 2001 because I wanted to. I was working on Wolverine, and I wanted people to be able to watch it being drawn as I did it. And that's something I wanted to do back in 2000, and I did it, but it was like one of these weird things where it would be taking a picture every 30 seconds or whatever. So it was more like stop motion, perhaps. There we go. Okay, what's up, Brian Blevins? Good to see you. Tank Ferret's in the house. Hello, sir. Really good to see you. Johnny Rando's in the house as well. So 1992, John Byrne. I'm actually missing part of her costume right there. Holy smokes, guys. Right there, she's missing a piece. Oh, wow. Let's do this. Let's find a way to get that piece in there. There we go. Then we erase what's under. There we go. Much better. We can put that piece back in there. and I feel better about it. I know it's just a tiny little detail, but anyhow. So, John Byrne, 1992, San Diego Comic-Con. I cannot believe my own eyes. There is the man himself. And, you know, there were cartoons of him, too. Not like animated cartoons, but inside of the comics, John Byrne had drawn sort of a cartoon version of himself. So again, this is like, in my mind, like meeting Walt Disney, you know, like, holy crap, it's the real deal. That's John Byrne, you know. That's how I felt as a 19-year-old young, just started drawing comic creator. You know, I think I was barely working on maybe Black Flag or something. Anyhow, no, it was Blood Strike, or maybe it was Delta Strike. I don't know. Anyhow, John Byrne is there representing his comic book, which is a brand new comic at the time called Next Men. And he was there at his booth, kind of setting up and doing nothing. So I rolled up on him and I said, hello, Mr. Byrne. My name is Dan Fraga. I just broke into comics and I wanted to tell you, I've wanted to meet you since I was 12. You inspired me. And I put up my hand to shake his hand. And he looked at me and crossed his arms and he said, well, now your life's complete. And then turned away and walked off. So I was like, kind of like, I didn't know what to say, what to do. It was, look at that. I tried to hit Command Z over here on this keyboard. That's funny. I didn't know what to say or do, man. Like, my hero just basically snubbed me, you know? And I was like, damn. Like, I didn't know what to say or do. Kind of befuddled, you know, the whole, like, don't meet your heroes sort of thing, right? Anyway, fast forward to 1994. And I am going to the Pittsburgh Comic-Con. Used to be a wonderful show. It's not around anymore. They had it in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Really, really cool show. I got a lot of great memories at that show with everybody. George Perez, Rob Liefeld, Jeff Loeb, Michael Turner. Just a lot of really wonderful memories there. So anyway, one of the things that happens when you're a guest that gets flown in is there's a transportation bus that comes and picks you up at the airport. And if other folks have flights that are around the same time as yours, they too are getting picked up. Mine happened to be landing around the same time as John Byrne, and we were on the same transpo bus. And this was, you gotta remember, this is the second time of meeting him. And I don't even want to talk to him because I was, I figured, don't do it, kid. You'll just get your heart broken. Don't do it. So I don't. And they pick up a couple other people. And then in the middle of nothing, John Byrne starts imitating Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. He's just going, yeah, yeah, like that. And the bus starts laughing. And he starts doing more impersonations. And we get into it, that he's being funny and such. And I start talking to him like, man, big fan of yours. Kind of acted like, we hadn't met before because I didn't want to say, hey, dude, you're the guy who fucking fucked my shit up 2 years ago. no, instead I played it cool and was just like, hey man, nice to meet you and everything. And the dude was like super sweet. And I don't even know how to explain other than to say that it was like the tale of two Johns, two different John Burns. And I got his number. He gave me his number. I asked for it and said, hey, I'd like to talk to you about some things. And I used to call him on the regular. I would call him probably maybe 2-3 times a year. And it was mostly just asking him about process and such, because there was stuff that he was doing that just befuddled me. Like I couldn't understand how a guy could draw 4 pages a day, on a regular basis. Dan Genovese says maybe I caught him on a bad day the first time. I just caught him on a John Byrne day, because from what I heard, both versions of that guy exist out in the world, and he exhibits both of them proudly. Read his old interviews in like Comics Feature or the Comics Journal, and the gruff and tough Byrne will be there. Also, if we're part of his boards, that booby needs to poke more. If you were ever part of his, what do you call those? What do you call those boards? Bulletin boards, fan boards, forums, forum. Yeah, he had a forum called Byrne Robotics, and on there, man, he's ruthless. You cannot talk any sort of shit or even bring up anything that he doesn't want you to bring up. He'll lace you up, and then after you became friends, you ever bring up the first meeting? No, absolutely not. No, I didn't want to ruin a good thing. I was happy to be in his good graces. But I actually haven't talked to him now probably 15 years or more than 15. Yeah, jeez, man, time flies. Yeah, I haven't talked with him in a long time, and mostly because there's really not much more to say. There are some things like I do want to go give him a visit, because I ended up purchasing one of his sketchbook pages from his 1979 sketchbook, and it was one of the pages that had like these really beautiful women drawn in them. So I remember seeing it in the How to Draw Comics comic. Oh, here you go. Somebody had requested this song.
Have another snack, man. Have another beer. Hey, shut up, take it back, king. Get yourself a gear. I put the Swiss upon my feet, it's like an S upon my chest. If I'm gonna be the best, gotta dress for success. I got the song on repeat, ain't no time to rest. Yeah,
got 120 people watching. You guys, if you can, hit that like. Overall, we see 1994 was a good year for comic books. I've seen great comics from you and Rob Liefeld. Thank you, Glenn Walton over there on Instagram. Yeah, man, 1994 was fantastic. I still, like, for me, if people ask me my favorite year in comics, and it's very, very subjective, for me, it's 1989. And I think it's just because there was a sweet spot happening of Jim Lee was coming into his own, Rob Liefeld was coming into his own, Dale Keown, Mark Silvestri, and then the legends like Byrne and Miller and Simonson and Art Adams and those guys. They were putting out great work, and it was all out around the same time. Like, you going into a comic book store was, like an adventure. What am I going to spend my money on? Because there's so many good things. Not like now. Now it's like half the time I'm trying to find reasons to spend money,
moving in like a bad situation. Change your mental pictures, use your damn imagination. Like in the doom, we chase stations. Killing the shit, your only obligations. Like my fingers on a motherfucking hill.
All right, let's put those laser swords in. Oh yeah, this is a good one here. Last Avenger. They said my favorite year is 1991. Jim Lee's X-Men, Rob Liefeld's X-Force, and don't forget, June 19th we also had Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man. It's like panning for gold. It's true. Sadly. Bring this down. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud. You guys, let me know if the music mic levels are still good. What's up over there on Instagram? Howdy, hello. If you guys are having a good time and you're watching this over there on Instagram and you want to get a copy of these Procreate brushes, I'm giving them away absolutely free. All you got to do is come over to YouTube, either on the Couch Doodles channel or the FragaBoom channel, and click the Dropbox link that's in the description, and you can get these brushes for free. I also have my Whatnot invite in there, whatnot.com/invite/FragaBoom. Sign up for Whatnot. You get $15 credit to spend as you will, and you'll be following me. And last but not least, if you haven't yet and you want to back this book, the one I'm drawing now, and know that it's late already, you can back it using the Indiegogo link in the description. I know some people have a hard time drawing little figures, you know, like, and I did early in my career. I did have a difficulty drawing small characters, but now, even with the digital, my brushes are gated. You can see here, see that slider I'm moving right there? This, where I have this blue, is where I have it gated for this particular resolution on this piece, which again is also available in the description. That Dropbox links has your brushes, and it has the template for to draw on, where these brushes match. But why does that matter? Well, I'll tell you, because I could get really skinny and try to really noodle in there, but it ends up being detail that's never seen anyway, you know? So it's good to have a gated brush, throttled down, if you will. So we got the other bunny ear back here. Boom. And you can tell just by the thickness that you don't want to get too crazy. You know? Whittle, Tinsy, Wincy Fingers. Which book is it? It is Black Flag, Pineapple Perception. What resolution do you usually work at to get that detail? I'll show you here in the gallery so you can see. We're working at 3033 by 5100. So that's the 8.5 by, or not 8.5 by 11. Great question, some person. What's the link to the Twitch stream? FragaBoom. It's sorry, Couch Doodles on Twitch. I don't know the link, but it's I am Couch Doodles on Twitch. Are you going to interview other artists eventually? I'd be interested in a Marshall Vandruff one. It's funny you say that, because I will show you right now, or tell you right now, where they at. Name H-I. Where are interviews? Hold on, let me type in interviews. Here we go. Name matches interviews. All right. Here we go. We have many interviews. We have Steve Umbleby, who's a designer from Disney, storyboard artist. Nyambi, actor from The Good Fight and The Good Wife. Neil Adams, Mike Mignola, Jim Mahfood, Lloyd Goldfine. He was one of the minds behind the 4 Kids Ninja Turtles. We got Rob Liefeld, Larry Hama, Kim Jung-gi, Ken Lashley, Josh Keaton, Joseph Kahn, Mark Bagley, Howard Chaykin, Carl Potts, Cully Hamner, Dave Johnson, Dennis Cowan, Matt Chikowski, Brian Murray. We have over 25 interviews already filmed. It's just a matter of editing them. I did these obviously back in the day. Two of those interview subjects have since passed away, so these are unreleased interviews of these wonderful artists. You know, iGate at 2% of DPI comes out about 0.5 millimeters. Yeah, that's pretty small, man. Couch Doodle channel link. Are you talking about the YouTube? You just go to Couch Doodles. There we go. And then somebody posted it. There we go. Thank you, Angela. Please remember to give Dan a like on his Couch Doodles channel. We're going to be building both. People, you know, now that I got that channel back, we actually have 3 channels, guys. And I'm going to tell you about, it's not even a secret channel, but it's a fun new channel that I'm going to kind of explore doing, like I don't know, comic news and fun stuff. I'll show it to you. I'll show you guys what it is. It's called Comic Galactus TV. Oops, I'm not connected to the internet. Let's connect to the internet first. All right, we go here to me, switch account. Boom. Here we go. So if you guys want to see, let's see. Look at that. Comicsgate. Here we go. Comics Galactus TV is going to be a place where we talk about the latest in comics, indies, mid and crowdfund, mainstream. If you like comics, this is the place. This is something we're going to work on. You know, in the background. It's going to take a little time, but CGTV. If you guys want to check it out, Comics Galactus TV, and the X is in comics. Here we go. Let's get those laser swords drawn in there. I will draw them on a separate layer. It gives me the advantage of being able to move it in the way that I want. So there's this, like that. Then we will duplicate that line. So then we get a perfect parallel, right? Like that. Probably a little wider for our colorist. There. Oh. There we are. All right. So then this gets merged down. And then we draw the ends. Let's see where we want that to show. We don't want to get too much into that figure, so we'll get it right here. Notice how this points right to our figure. Look at that. Right? Like that. And then we'll trim the edge right there. Cut. Bring it down a little bit like that. Erase out where the hand's holding it, right? And then we have to erase behind it like this. And then add that. We're not going to see that bit. All right. And then this goes down into that. We try to merge down as much as we can. just to have that. And then this is a little short. Her sword is a little bit short, I think. We'll work that out once we get this other big geisha in there. She's the biggest figure. No, her and Sniper are about the same, I guess. And planarly, whatever. Man. What up, Arta PQH? Hey, man, it was great meeting you in Albuquerque, sir. And we never got to finish our conversation about beats, but you are listening to them. You are listening to those beats. What's up, Instagram? What's up, Twitch? What is up, Twitter? What is up, Facebook? Combined total, overlap, that's about 70,000 people collectively that we want to just bring everybody together and know about all of the different ways that you can get involved in this community. There it is. There, and there. See that? Shoom. That. Not sure if I care for that angle though. It's a little abrasive, right? So what we got to do is we take this and we adjust it to go with the flow of things. This sort of stiffens out a little bit if I'm not like completely watching indie promo streams on CGTV. Promo network has been dying. We could use a new show. You know what, Jose? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll keep Couch Doodles is where I want to teach people how to draw. FragaBoom is more sort of a bit about me and a vanity channel, if you will. And then we can make Comics Galactus the new platform for people to bring their books and show off. I don't hate that idea at all, Jose. That's a really good one. All you got to do is search for Comics Galactus TV on YouTube, and it should pop up. I'm hoping. And for those of you who are not watching on YouTube but want, see, that's too rigid. We want. No, you know what? Let's leave it alone. I think it's the right angle. Notice how I'm not drawing in the faces yet. This is one of those really laborious processes where I can spend half the day trying to work a face out. And usually it's girl faces, guy faces I don't have a problem with, but it's the L's, right? The ladies. All right, let's jump into this Sniper. Remember we were getting into this one yesterday? Yeah, there you go. Couch Doodles tutorial channel will feed family for generations. Hold on, some person. I'm gonna look it up for you, okay? We'll put that in here. YouTube. There we are. Got to go to this other screen here real quick. Streaming. Oh, look, it says I'm drawing live. That's funny. All right, Comics. COMIX. I think it's all just one word. Comics Galactus TV. Unwatch people live. Oh, that's funny. It doesn't even pop up in their search yet. I think the reason why is quite possibly 2 subs already. That's fantastic. All right, view the channel, and then we're going to share the channel, okay? So where's it at? There's supposed to be buttons here. Edit more. Here we go. That's it. Wow, that was easy. I should have just done this. You guys, Comics Galactus TV can be found at youtube.com/Comics Galactus TV. This is the link right here if you guys want to find it. Very simple. That's for you there over on Instagram. This is great work of Black Flag, and the details are sharp. Thank you, Glenn. That's my favorite thing is detail. And it gets me in a lot of trouble because, it takes me so freaking long. And then, of course, we're talking and drawing, which I don't mind. I like sharing this. But going back to the good morning, Levi Skeen. Good to see you, brother. Couch Doodles tutorials. Yeah, one of the things, and I was talking to our good friend Death Metal Hero. What's up, Luke? I have many copies of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. I have 58 copies of it. And what I was thinking about doing is a series on How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. We got to do Sniper Line 2. Actually, that's going to be Sniper 3. There we go. I want to do How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, but also want to do How to Draw Comics the way FragaBoom style or Couch Doodle style, which is I'm going to take those ideas that exist there in that book and I'm going to expand upon them for the modern day and also tell you some of the things that really work and some of them that really just didn't, John Buscema and Stan Lee did quite a good book there. There we go. So I'm going to do a version, and then what I'm going to do is do a giveaway. A giveaway of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way books. I'm going to give those books away. I will sign them and do a sketch in them, and so that series, keep an eye out for that series. Probably going to come in the summer when we're closer to being finished with Black Flag, because I can't wait to make some fun new content for you. I just know a lot of people, they get mad. They get mad if I do anything other than draw this book, which is funny, right? I've been posting time lapses over there on Twitter, and some guys like, oh, you don't got time to draw your book, but you got time to draw these. And I had to just inform them that every one of those time lapses were drawn in 2015 and 2016. So these are just it's called recycled media. If you haven't seen it, it's new for you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter that it's from 9 years ago. It's 100% new for you. Yeah, John Epple is right. How are you doing, John? Hope you're getting good gains there, my brother. I'd say How to Draw Comics Marvel Way should be stable for anyone serious about learning to draw comics. Yes. It's been 4 years. How can anybody stay mad that long? I don't know. Some people like to be mad, evergreen videos. That's another way of putting it. We got 153 people watching. You guys want to? Yeah, you've been enjoying that. And a lot of the people over there at Instagram. Hello again, Instagram. You guys have been seeing those time lapses for years. And then I ended up switching gears and posting pictures of my lunch or my cat or my hats or my shirts, just for the sake of being, trying to get more personable. But I'm going to get back into doing some more time lapses over there on Instagram. Something that people ask for. It's some people kindly compare it to Kim Jong-gi, who was a friend of mine who passed away on October 3rd of 2023. And yes, I do have a good memory, but that also happens to be my friend Rob Liefeld's birthday. Did you know that? October 3rd, 67 would be our friend Rob Liefeld's birthday. I hope you guys are digging these beats. Hopefully the what do you call it? The audio levels are good. I got the Yeti mic out. The Yeti. The Yeti mic, a little more pro. You know, I don't necessarily consider myself a streamer as much as I consider myself, I don't know, not an educator, but I've been doing this drawing stuff for a long time, and especially drawing for people on Glenn Walton 761. Send me a message, man. I'd like to see your work. He says you were enjoying the show and you would like to work with me. I'm always open to take a look at people's work. In fact, we'll be doing probably some portfolio review stuff here really soon. I'd say late spring. Dedicate some shows to having people show their artwork. The brave people that are here to show their artwork, and I will give you constructive criticism, whether or not you take it as mean. There will never be an intention to be mean at all. In fact, one of the greatest portfolios I ever got was portfolio reviews I ever got was from Neil Adams, and for all intents and purposes, he was mean. You know, the verbiage that he used and the adjectives that he used to describe my work were painful, but nonetheless, everything he had to say was good. But yeah, I'll be doing some constructive portfolio reviews, you know, and actionable stuff, you know. What up, Blue Boy? Good to see you. Maybe someone in chat can edit those videos for you. You talking about the interviews? We need to get you a translator so you can get that Kim Jong-gi interview up. Yeah, I did. I checked out. There was this one company. I think they're called Rev, R-E-V, and they wanted something like, I think it was like $5 a minute or something for translation. And you know, I had a translator on site when we did the interview, though, and he did a great job, but the translation wasn't one for one. So, like, let's say Kim Jong-gi would say, I'd say, "Do you have a routine?" And he'd say, "Well, yes, I wake up, I'll grab a cup of coffee and I'll turn on my computer and I'll just study things for a while, and I'll take those and absorb them into my mental bank and move on until I start drawing." The translator would paraphrase it. They go, "Oh, well, he do like a morning routine, and he'd go on the internet for a while before he'd go and draw." So we got a translation, but not the translation. So that we will get that done up right, because what Jung-gi has to say is everything he has to say is gold. I do comics and I'm working on my own comic universe right now, says Glenn Walton. Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's what it's all about, man, for real. You know, that's for me, man. I've loved this medium mostly out of the fact that it is the clearest way to communicate. It is also relatively an inexpensive hobby to get into. You can call it hobby, interest, whatever. And I don't know. It's just exciting. Your potential is only limited by your imagination and your ability to manifest it. You know, that's really what it's about. It's about having an idea and communicating that idea in a way that translates to other people, and you can share your vision and the word of your work, which is what we try to do here on YouTube. what we try to do over there on Facebook, Twitter. You know, I bet Grok can translate it. Yeah, I might do that. There's a couple of translation AIs out there that may be the way to go. Harder blacks on this side, since we got the shadow of the gun. Go. Same with in here. We make that leg feel more solid. You know? What up, Twitch? Lion Rattin', good to see you. I hope you're having a good time over there on Twitch. Hope everybody's having a great time over there on Instagram. Everybody's having a good time on Twitter, Facebook. We're everywhere. We are everywhere. All right, getting into just shifting gears so we can keep moving. We're going to keep going till right around noon. So we got about 20 more minutes of fun and drawing to go. And then what we'll do probably at 10 minutes till we'll open up the chat for any sort of questions and such. I know all I've been doing is talking, you know. Some people like to talk about TV shows. The TV show that is on my TV right now, there's two that my wife and I are watching. One is called 0 Day. It's sort of like, you know, the world is under cyber attack and Robert De Niro is trying to save the day, but we don't know if he's been compromised because of some psychological weapon. A lot of fun. Of course, Yellowstone is terrific. We were really late to the ball on that one, but really enjoying Yellowstone a lot. What's up over here? We got draw streams. Inspired me to start drawing around a year ago. Just recreational pencil sketches of art I like so far. Eventually, I'll try some original pieces. That's what's up, man. Frega, you gonna see that new Chuck Dixon film, The Working Man? I hope to. I don't get out too often. The last time I went to the movies was last week. I went and saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the one from 1990. Saw that with the kids. Wanted to take them on that fun journey. I had seen that when I was a kid. I think I was about 17 when the movie came out, 16 or 17. What a fun experience, and also just a whole lot of fun to be able to go do that sort of thing with my kids. You know, that's I love being able to hang out with my kids, take them to conventions and show them new movies and things. But yeah, Working Man. I want to see it. Go Ninja, go. Yo, it's so funny, Joe. Yellowstone reminds me of Dallas when I was younger. That's what I said to my wife. I said, it's a lot like those old shows like Dallas or Falcon Crest or the shit my grandparents used to watch. Now I'm watching it. I will send my cousin on Comics Galactus, and on here he and I are working on a story right now, and the art as well. Awesome, Glenn. That's always good to have collaborators too, you know. Get a second set of eyes on things, because yeah, sometimes it's I have a saying, I've said it a bazillion times. It is hard to read the label when you're in the jar, and it's good to have an objective view sometimes. See, now I'm getting into the baby shading here. It's like little things that don't mean much. Like you it seems like it doesn't, but by putting that drop shadow in there, I'm reinforcing the curvature of that leg, because those things are casting those shadows down here on here. Primetime Polton, what's up, Mark? My buddy Mark. If you guys haven't seen Mark's work, you need to take a look at his work. I was lucky enough to do a cover for him for Sea Dog, and you guys need to check out Mark's stuff. Really good guy. But I really do like your idea, Jose, about turning Comic Galactus into a platform to promote things. That's genius, dude. I think that is a really just fantastic idea. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Remember I said I wanted to do that splat type stuff? I'm going to have to end up doing that in a new layer because I'm going to make it destructive, you know? Peter Kolb's in the house. How are you, bud? I've been inking in Photoshop. Certainly a different feel. I remember first trying nibs and spilling ink all over the place. Could you talk about line weight variations? Thanks, Dan. Yeah, absolutely. I can do that right now, in fact. Let's find something like Sniper's hand, right? We'll take his hand right here, and we'll dump out this layer and this layer and this layer. So it's basically we're going to ink pencils, right? So I probably would go for the Royer or the Terry brush because this is Terry is a little less organic and more sort of mechanical, right? So if I go in here, I can with the ink brush, I have to adjust this. This is big time advice for anybody that downloads the brushes. When you get into the ink brush, go into the pressure setting and bring it down here. Otherwise, it'll be far too sensitive. Okay, so line weights. We're thinking about light sources. We're thinking about forms. So on this, if I put a thick line weight back there, we're giving that volume some recession, right? And then if I come down here, I can make that line weight slightly thicker as well. I would go thin on these, but then I would definitely go thicker here, right? So you're getting that shape. And I might, in fact, go a little bit thinner on the base there, and quite possibly might do a slight wrap technique. See how it goes? Thin, thick, thin, thick. That's to wrap around this shape right there, but it gives the illusion again that's happening. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Good. I gotta go get Bill to go to the dentist appointment.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then I gotta come back and take my mom to go.
Okay, baby. I love you. So anyway, the line weights are mostly just to kind of help define where the light is, you know. All right, let's get this back up. There we go. Where were we? What was? Oh yeah, we created that to be able to do the splat stuff, and then we have to reset the smoothing to default because that's where our pencil brush feels best. Again, when I do these sort of wrinkle pants, this sort of idea of these crazy wrinkles, I'm really just thinking about that Stephen Platt Wizard poster. You know, as crazy as it sounds, that's really for me what set the standard for pants wrinkles, I guess, you know. And then I'll come and I'll break them up like this, right? And then I can put this shading like this that looks like another thing is coming across, except no light's hitting it. See that? Do that. Did a bit of that over there too. So now we're going to go back into the sniper line. Hey, Tank, take care, buddy. Take care. It's starting to turn up in here on your channels. Yeah, man. Of course. All right, let's erase that little tiny bit right here. Didn't like the way that was dodging. Okay. So now I can bring in some rendering like this. And you're going to see again why I had those other lines on a separate layer. It's because I can come in here with my eraser and erase out pieces of this rendering without affecting the wrinkles that I put in. What's up, awesome one? Good to see you. Good to see everybody over there on Instagram. Good to see everybody on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. We're all over the place. You're watching FragaBoom, aka Couch Doodles. We are drawing the book Black Flag, Pineapple Perception, which is available on Indiegogo. You can search for Dan Fraga's Black Flag, and it'll pop up Indiecron, and then you go on that link, or you can always just take a look at the link in the description and you'll be set. I don't like that at all. Taking that away. Please go, I know we go and film it so closely. Mm-hmm. This song is going to be a good one. One of my favorites. Go. All right. We're going to take some time now to, there we go, answer some questions. There we go. Here, we're going to answer your question by dipping into some book recommendations, since you asked. Right? We're going to dip into 192 Ubiquity. Ubiquity is not a real website. Ubiquity is my personal. Are we not on the same network? Hold on a second. I think that's what the issue is. Is it going to say home base? Not connected. That's why. Home base. Now we'll be connected and we'll be fine. There we go. All right. Let's do it one more time. So, to answer your question, Onion Field, there are several books that you can get. There are some that were made by DC Guide, right? Let's see if those pop up. Nope. Let's just type in guide, because it's probably DC's something. There we go. These are popping. Oh, there we go. Okay. The best of the bunch here. Update us on a whatnot status, Dan. Give me a second and I will, my friend. And then, so here we go. DC's Comic Guide to Creating Comics is one of my higher recommendations for the modern world. It's a bummer that it has to be under the DC Guide to, but Carl Potts is the guy who basically trained up Jim Lee, and he taught me a lot of things too. And what he does here is he takes you through a lot of the ideas of what comics are, talks about what, you know, all the different things, like what a splash page is, what a double pager is, all that sort of cliffhanger stuff, where you want to put your apex of motion, that sort of thing. You know, see that Wonder Woman jumps over a car, which is the best one. So that, at least that's what one of the picks is. You know, so he goes into filling in the gaps. We're talking about in this particular one, Superman's about to throw a punch, but our mind fills in the punch itself, the in-betweens. Those are two extremes. Another really great book is this one here. It's by Will Eisner, and it's Will Eisner's Theory of Comics and Sequential Art. One of the first books I ever got. Really fantastic book. And this one also sort of takes you through the what's what of comics, but gets a little more into the nitty-gritty of comics as a form of reading and storytelling. So this one was really good, talking about see how this gesture is the same thing. Help, please, Your Honor, marry me. It's all the same gesture, but all of this is context and expression. They're talking about the simplification of forms, how what we are working from are ciphers. And it's true, you can get all the way down to something like Harriman's Crazy Cat, which are pretty much stick figure-y, all the way up to someone, say, like a Brian Hitch, who's very realistic. But everything is basically a symbol for what's on the page. Timing, this one's great. Simple action. Look at, pow, he's dead. Or you can do the Bernie Krigstein, pow, right? The extension of action. There's different things you can do too, right? Like that you can use things like a dripping faucet or the tick of a clock, things like that. Another great book is see this one here I got, it's called Sequential Arts. This is required reading, I would say, if you really want to get granular and into the how comic books work, and not just like this is a splash page, this is timing. Scott really digs deep into it, and it's a very digestible format. He does it in comics, right? He does it in comic format, and he takes you through some of the stuff I was talking about from the Eisner book, from the Carl Potts book. There's a lot of crossover, but each of those books, I'd say the 4 books you should get on the art of comics, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, Comics and Sequential Art by Will Eisner, Understanding Comics, and I think that's it, those 4. And then there's another book, 5 C's. Where is it at? 5 C's of Cinematography. Let's type in cinematography instead. This one right here, 5 C's of Cinematography. This is a book that Carl Potts told me about. This is the same Carl Potts that wrote the DC Guide to creating comics. This is more about filmic stuff, but all of this stuff matters anyhow, right? Camera angles, continuity, cutting, close-ups, composition. So this will take you through kind of dry reading anyway, but worthy of the read. Takes you through understanding why an angle, why a composition, why would you cut from this to this. I would actually add a 5th C if I was to write this book. 6th C. Number 6 is context, which may end up in the cutting category. I'm not sure. And then lastly, the other one is this one, Visual Story by Bruce Block. Yes, I have many editions, including hardcovers, soft covers, and digital. Music does make you focus better on the work better. It does. And fortunately, this music, I made it myself, so I can put it on any of these formats that I'd like to. So what I really like about this one from Bruce Block is his breakdown of something called depth cues. I'm not sure if he has them in here. Space. This is again a really good book, more told from the vantage point of a filmmaker, but he will still have things that are applicable to comic book storytelling, especially like crossing the line and things like that. But this is the other book I would add. So the 6 books, let's try and list them. We got 5 C's of cinematography, visual story, how to draw comics the Marvel way, understanding comics, Carl Potts' book on creating comics, and Will Eisner's book on sequential storytelling. Those would be the 6, right? Let's see. Great books. Good. I'm glad you're digging digging them. So we're gonna close out. We've been going for about an hour and 15. I got to eat some lunch and then hop into the day job. Some of y'all know what that day job is, and I don't mind sharing it. I took this day job a little while back because I wasn't able to draw, but I was able to use my imagination. And the timing just happened. So yes, I am directing cartoons, and my contract wraps up here real soon. So we're going to get a whole lot more streaming and drawing once that contract wraps. Henry Thune says, I have an idea what the day job is. That's right. You do. My pleasure, Other Dan. What cartoons? It's a cartoon on Disney Plus called Ariel, the Little Mermaid, and there are 10 episodes that you can watch. I think 8 of them are up now. Very proud of the work. Thank God for the blessing of having something to do while my hands weren't working, and also something that my 6-year-old is so proud of her daddy for. So that's what I love. Michael Rushbrook, we missed you, pal. You're gonna have to watch on the replay. But thank you for the 200 and change watching over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Instagram, thank you so much. Twitter, thank you so much. YouTube, both channels. You guys are amazing. And of course, Facebook. You guys come on over to either YouTube channel, Couch Duels, FragaBoom. Why not subscribe to them both? And of course, the brand new channel, Comics Galactus TV, that is youtube.com/@COMIXGALACTUS TV. And you will see Comics Galactus TV. You're going to see a beautiful Jack Kirby drawing of Galactus. We're going to try to build that channel here in the next few months to be able to showcase other artists and promote other things out there. So hopefully you dig it. Yeah, thank you, Glenn. I will be back here. I'll be back here tomorrow around the same time. Okay, 10:30ish. You guys be good. We're gonna do. We're gonna stop the music. Stop the music. And we're gonna give you guys what you always want from my show. You know what it is. Anybody got a guess? That's right. Michael Green's in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. All right, here we go. We know what's going out last, right? Uncanny Valley. Where are we at? There it is. Peace.